Today is 420, so I think it's only natural to start the third hour with a pot story.
All right.
Get it? All right, this is a poll that was done by the Associated Press and CNBC. And some of the statistics in this poll are extremely interesting, okay? First of all, it talks about public opinion when it comes to legalizing marijuana. And according to the poll, only 33% favor legalization while 55% oppose it. However, people under 30 years old are the age group that favor legalization, 54%. Usually, the older you get, the more likely you are to oppose the legalization of marijuana.
Of course.
Right.
So those are, what is with this pot? That's crazy. These young whippersnappers, they keep lighting up. What does 420 mean anyway?
Now, the most surprising statistic in the study was that 74% believe that marijuana does have medical benefits. Mm-hmm. Okay, and the reason why I found that interesting is because here you have people who oppose it, 55% who oppose it, but 74% say, yeah, of course it has medical benefits.
My favorite example was Bill Hankins. They have him in the article. He's from Mesa, Michigan. He's 77 years old. When they asked him about pot and should it be legalized, he says, oh, no, hell no, that's crazy. They say, hey, what if you're sick? He's like, oh, then we should totally legalize it.
Right.
He's like, oh, yeah, I mean, for medicinal purposes. I mean, if I'm sick and I'm in pain, well, then I want the pot. So, I mean, as always, right, I don't know how conservative or not Bill is, but with conservatives, no, if it affects you, I don't want you to do it. If it affects me, yeah, of course I want it. It's like, it reminds me of the lady at the Tea Party protest who's got the 10 kids on Medicaid. And she's like, well, of course I don't want you to have government health care, but I love my kids. Of course I'm going to give them government health care. So, and some of these people who are against legalizing pot, they're like, oh, did you smoke pot when you were young? They're like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny. You know, I took a class on voter behavior, and one of the main topics in that class was the fact that voters are almost always inconsistent. They always vote in ways that contradict their beliefs.
Yeah, it's all about the psychology of making themselves feel better. Oh, yeah, I'm against that. Pass the joint. That goddamn kids with the pot. You know? And it was some encouraging stuff. First, as Anna said, a wide margin of people are saying, come on, let's legalize it for medicinal purposes. And the second encouraging thing is people don't want to waste a lot of money enforcing the pot laws. So, yeah, it's illegal. And when you ask them, should we spend money making sure that we crack down on people smoking marijuana, they're like, no, don't waste your time. So that's good. That's good. And there's a growing number of states that are, of course, making it legal for medicinal reasons. And now there's a movement in California to just make it flat out legal.
Right.
And you know me, what I'm most concerned about is the gang violence. And so I don't give a damn if somebody smokes a joint. There's, you know, one of the people quoted in the article was like, oh my God, then they'll be taking crazy risks and running wild.
Right. Like pot, and it's funny because they obviously don't know what pot is and what pot does to you. Pot does not make people go crazy, and it doesn't make people go violent. Yeah. Okay, like the last thing a pot smoker wants to do is go kill someone.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, we'll run out of Doritos. Imagine the damage they'll do to Taco Bell. Okay, just calm down, right? And by the way, you know what actually gets people killed? Alcohol. They drink alcohol, they drive, and so what should we do? Ban alcohol? No, I drink alcohol. No, we can't ban that. So all of this is ridiculous, and my main concern, as I said, is the gangs, because if we just legalize it, then they don't have these enormous profits that they make, and that's what reduces the violence. If you legalize it, violence doesn't go up. I can almost guarantee you that it will go down, and that should be everybody's primary concern. All right, so on 420, we say, legalize it.
All right, let's go to the next story.
By the way, I only listened to that song 1.5 million times.
What song?
Legalize It by Cypress Hill.